So this is my Supervision Salad. We are going to be creating a nice, healthy, nutritious salad with multiple different flavors and different types of personalities to describe these supervisors. So we have our first supervisor, Miss Cucumber. Miss Cucumber is a very kind, calm, intentional, thoughtful, and supportive supervisor. She was someone who really seemed to care and genuinely seemed to want to support growth and development in whatever way that looked. It was a pretty difficult position working in residential, and she was my supervisor through and through. In addition to her thoughtfulness, there was also some passiveness as well. There were points in time when she could get lost in the wave of everything, and it was hard for her to find her voice. So I chose her as Miss Cucumber because cucumbers are calm and they are there, they are nourishing, and they support the salad, and on their own, they can be easily pushed over. We now have Miss Tomato as the second supervisor. She was someone who I had worked with for a pretty short period of time, but she left a really big impact. She was someone who was extremely thoughtful, funny, kind, warm. She stood out. She was very welcoming, had a really good personality and good energy about her that created a nice cohesive team. Chose her as Miss Tomato because tomatoes are versatile. They are a little acidic, so they have a bit of a kick to them depending on how much you use of them. They're used in a lot of different dishes, and they're nice and bright and really catch your eye. So I am very thankful for Miss Tomato. Our next supervisor is Miss Romaine Lettuce. She is someone who I had worked with after Miss Tomato, and she is someone who is extremely maternal, very supportive, very ethical, someone you could really rely on during the worst of times. She was very funny, she's kind, she's just very grounding. She had pretty strong boundaries and maintained a lot of consistency in her supervision, so she definitely you definitely knew that there was a bit of a separation, and though it was in the best interest of what her position and my position was. The reason I chose her as Lettuce is because she's extremely, like I said, reliable. She's someone who you can really count on, and she really created a lot of the base for some of the difficult situations. With that though, Miss Lettuce was also a bit anxious at times, which could impact some of the decision making or some of the choices that we wanted to do with different clients. And so once again with lettuce, is it romaine? Is it iceberg? Is it going to be spinach? Is it arugula? So lettuce has a lot of variations, and I can even hear her in my head now just stating some of those things. I also want to add in that I did wash my hands and all of the vegetables beforehand. So the third supervisor is Ms. Spice. She is someone who I worked with in a day treatment setting. I chose her as the spices and the bit of the decoration onto the salad because she had a real assertive personality. She was real sharp. She's someone who always had an answer for things. She was a go-getter, real supportive, someone too that added a lot of depth into my experience in both the day treatment and residential because I had worked with her in residential as well. She helped formulate a lot of decisions and different professional developmental pieces. The next supervisor we have is Ms. Rotten Onion. Ms. Rotten Onion was someone who I had worked with for a very brief period of time, but she showed and presented with disorganization, disconnect, forgetfulness, unethical behaviors, did not value clients in the forefront or her staff. I met with her maybe a total of 2 times during my short stay in an outpatient setting, and then Kind of like this onion, my time expired and I moved on. So now we're to the present day where we have Ms. Strawberry, which some people like strawberries and fruit in their salad. I'm indifferent, but it's hot outside. So I decided to put some strawberries in because Miss Strawberry represents my current supervisor. She is extremely kind and caring, very thoughtful. She's very sweet. She's someone who really places staff needs and the department above everything else. She does a lot of little intricate things that are pretty subtle, like we'll leave notes on your desk or check in to see if you need anything, and little goes a long way. So that is why I chose her to be Ms. Strawberry. And finally, we have the blueberries that represent the people that, though they are not supervisors, they are people who have influenced my career path and people who I have learned from and have helped to support along the way. I want to finalize the salad with a nice drizzle of olive oil that represents everything coming together and it becoming one entity. And this concludes my timeline of what my supervisory experience has been. Thanks. Hope everyone's well.